Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to Hearthstone. So we need to play 300 cards and just concede. So I think I'll just play on casual here and we'll get that through real quick. And then we will play with the priest and try to play real strategically. I'm gonna not really have anything to talk about at all. The last piece of news I teased at the end of the last recording was that Ellie is the lead character in The Last of Us 2. I kind of wish The Last of Us 1 would come to PC.
Versus
there is definitely still a level of PlayStation 3 games that did not come to PC that I would like to see ported over in good ways and not just cheap bad ports. I would love to see a lot of that. I suppose there is a possibility that this actually will happen. So, this guy said greetings, and that's what it says now while we're in December.
Happy Feast of Wintervale.
So, I suppose with Final Fantasy 15 running better on the Xbox One, if the Xbox One became super popular in Japan, maybe Sony would get out of the console market completely. This would be a kind of long thing to happen. It's unlikely it would happen immediately. It would have to be that the Xbox One S blows the PlayStation 4 out of the water. Good chance it will. It's really, the ball is in Microsoft's court there. So, if that really happens, after you summon a minion, give it +1/+1.
Such big teeth I have.
Yeah, I guess if Sony really got out of the market, then we just have one console, and then all the Sony exclusives would try to get to PC, but then that's not a great thing for the industry. And then, like, the only way this turns out to be a good thing for the industry is then if the Nintendo was really a competition or something. How many cards have I played so far that I needed to play? Let's see. 1, 2, I need to do 3. Let's just play this full game all the way through. Just so we see it all the way through. Yeah, if we lost Sony, we would need a new company to come in and add some real competition, and I don't think Nintendo is the one that's going to do that. So, it's this weird circular logic that has to happen. And the only other way we could, I can get what I want, which is PC versions of the PlayStation games, is through those companies, including Sony themselves, deciding that they will just do that. And I think they will do that because they have the whole PlayStation Now thing going on. And they've got their PlayStation 4 that they're trying to make games for and sell. Or
You smell like a leopard.
of course, with playing Lego the Movie, the video game, the Lego Movie video game is the right name of it, there is also this whole element of sometimes the right way to play a game is not on PC. It just isn't. And it's a shame that is the way it goes, but sometimes PC ports are just garbage, and I do kind of need that $500 capture box, and I do kind of need the $500 PlayStation 4 Pro at this point. Probably. Maybe not really. And the Xbox One Scorpio possibly, but not really. And see that, for me, I would kind of feel it necessary to get the
Let's show our guests a good time.
to get the Pro versions of the Xbox One S version, just to make sure that new games run smoothly, because almost certainly they're going to start giving lesser support to the PlayStation 4 original and the Xbox One. Almost certainly. It'll happen slow and subtly, but definitely. And I'm still going to record at 1080p. There's no real reason to get to stream at 4K and try and record it. I don't think my computer can handle it. I don't think my video card can handle it, even as just a recording device. Deal damage equal to this minion's attack. So here's a cute card that this one summons a 1/1 cat, and it seems like it's always Tabby Cat, or the 2 times I've played this, it's been this Tabby Cat. Maybe it does some other cats too. But this Tabby Cat looks real cute. And I think it is the new like free mount or pet you get in World of Warcraft. So cross promotion there. But he's got excessive mana, he's drawing cards. Yeah. So, yeah, that is probably how it's gonna go. But more than likely also it might just be I miss out on those games. And we wait until there's a remaster 5 years from now, and then I play The Last of Us and The Last of Us 2. And that kind of sucks, but whatever.
I must safeguard the land.
My channel really needs to get up there in views and ad revenue. Just ad revenue. Which is affected by views, definitely, but for me to invest more and more, I kind of wish, kind of want to make sure that investment has a chance of getting paid back. And since that's the final thing of the news, I'm really left with nothing to talk about. It's pretty late in the evening for me to be still recording, but that kind of has to do with just insomnia stuff. It'll be a coin flip practically whether I decide to continue recording Skyrim after this, or if I decide to just watch TV and try to go to sleep. And the problem with watching TV is I get into that process of watching TV, and it's still like 4 or 5 in the morning, and so I've potentially spent 6 hours just watching Netflix. I guess I can talk about the thing I watched on Netflix. Kind of regretting I played the owl here, but I don't really need to win. There's this Netflix original Portuguese show, so I don't know how it's really a Netflix original. Did Netflix bankroll it and it air on Portuguese TV? Or did they just bankroll it and the writers and actors were all Portuguese? What's weird about it is there's people of all races and colors in this show. And it's a Portuguese, well, it's a world. I don't know if it's set anywhere near Portugal, the actual events, but it's a world that's
Well played.
like very impoverished, and there's all these different people of different worlds. So, but they're all speaking Spanish. So I assume the actors and things all are Portuguese, which is kind of cool, certainly. But then I had to watch subtitles, and the movie, this TV series might have had more impact. Now I need to play Priest, and so I'm gonna play my Wild Priest deck. That is the one deck I actually was able to hold on to without doing anything. This one is all about wins. It's not trying to really beat any quest or do anything different. So this show is called 3%, and it's like this weird futuristic world that's super impoverished. Everybody's wearing torn and tattered, dirty clothes, and when they turn 21, they go up this mountain to this high-tech, super nice, advanced place, and they go through this system called the process.
With holy fire.
And
the light shall bring victory.
3% of the people that pass this series of tests called the process then are taken to an island that is super powerful and super advanced, and they just have everything you could ever possibly want. And it's kind of spoilish to go much further in this TV series, and I watched all of it and I very much enjoyed it. I think maybe in a couple of places it was weak on trying to tell a thematically strong story, like there was a moral to the story that kind of is muddled, but in general it does a very good job, and you're following several different characters and figuring out their motivations and their lives and everything, and it's very, very good. So I'm a little upset that it kind of ends for a second season, and now I'm gonna have to wait for a second season, but that's kind of the only real complaint. I heard Luke Cage has just been renewed for a second season, and I really didn't like Luke Cage 1, so I don't know if I'm even gonna bother to watch Luke Cage 2. I'd be happier to watch Daredevil 3 or Jessica Jones 2 instead. So yeah, I'm just gonna have to leave it at that. It was not my cup of tea, Luke Cage, which is a shame because I really did want it to succeed more, but it didn't. Here's one: after you cast a spell, refresh your hero power. So you could do this, cast a spell, and then use it again.
In the light's name.
Don't have time.
In the light's name.
I still am in a little bit of a weird position. I've been overrun by Murlocs here. I might as well just give up now. I think he's totally got victory in hand unless I could kill all of his Murlocs. Then yeah, I just don't think I'm gonna be able to do that.
Time is money, friend.
Job done.
So yeah, I'm interested in maybe seeing some more Portuguese things on Netflix, but yeah, I'm in this weird position where Netflix and I have Amazon Prime now. There's not enough there, and some of the things there are like slow releases of things that are on TV, and so the idea of getting rid of TV still is ideal. It's what I want to do, but it seems very, very impossible.
All
I need to play priest cards. Oops. So I picked the one wrong card to play. Let's play as many priest cards as possible if he doesn't win this turn. He's playing everything as far as Murlocs, and the Murloc deck has only gotten better with the new expansion. There's a couple of Murlocs that replaced some 2-1 Murlocs that didn't have an effect. I'm super thirsty. I hope people don't hear me rattling ice in my cup going back and forth, but they probably can tell I'm just sitting here not doing anything. So mostly I said I was just going to be silent here and try this and try to focus on actually winning, but I don't honestly think I have the capability of doing that. It seems so silly, so crazy to potentially go another 14 minutes and just be quiet here and not talk. It's that awkward feeling of sitting in a room with like 5 other people and just everybody being quiet. I don't have that ability, and that has certainly hurt me in the past. Certainly times in school where they want you to sit around and be quiet, and then it's like, this is dumb. There's been times in jobs I've had where they wanted us to sit around and be quiet, and I'm like, well, why aren't we in separate cubicles or something if that's the case? But and this is certainly taking forever to find somebody. According to my Hearthstone deck tracker, which is probably just messed up, this deck has won 1 of 8 games, winning a whopping 12% win ratio. Come on. See, do I need to exit out or come back in? And the Hearthstone deck tracker program 2 is still very iffy, where sometimes when I start recording it doesn't show up, and sometimes it never shows up, and this is a problem. I think we're gonna have to quit out here and just relaunch the game, and we'll see what happens then. I got a friend request on Steam that wasn't a Steam request. It was like, join this group on Steam, and I didn't know that you could do that. So now we're reconnecting to my last game. How? I never connected to a game. Did the Hearthstone servers just go down? At least we're not getting the music anymore. Well, it almost feels like fate has conspired here to have me play off screen. I am truly out of things to talk about. I thought about doing trailer reactions on my channel, but I think those would just get content ID'd like crazy. Just playing people's trailers and talking over them. And while I probably do have at least a few interesting things to say there, probably not that much. And there aren't that often cases in which trailers come out. But it is something I should think about. Maybe I should do it. Well, this recording is just going to be a little short. We're here trapped at resuming, and I think the server's out. I mean, I guess I could just quit again and try again, but if it just gets stuck at resuming again, I guess I need to take a take a break and just see what happens. Yep. This is weird. Definitely weird. Like, really, really weird. So, I guess I'll do the rest of the quests off screen as I struggle through that. That's going to be it for this recording. Weird way to end it. Seems like Fate didn't want to have me talk or sit in silence and play the game either. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment if you want to, and watch every second of my videos. All of that helps out. If you want to support me further, go to my main YouTube page. On the right is a blue button that says support this channel. Click it, make a donation. And finally, down below at the bottom of the description box, I have links to all my social media sites like Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, Google+, Steam, and Battle.net. So follow and friend me on all of those. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.